Good afternoon. This is the Elliott Wave Daily Update for the NASDAQ 100 being recorded on Wednesday, April the 6th at 1:20 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. I'm just actually going to be continuing to what I presented on the intraday update earlier today, in that the NASDAQ and the S&P continued to move higher, drifting above or trading strongly above the tops of what I had marked initially as Minuet Wave B, and that would have been right here. I'm keeping in place that we're still within the minute third wave, and that within that, what we did finish was Minuet Wave A. That would have been at the lows on last Friday. And then from there, we did sub Minuet Wave A of Minuet Wave B. And then at the lows here, we saw sub Minuet Wave B of, and that would have been yesterday's low, of Minuet Wave B. So it's sub Minuet Wave B of Minuet B. And now we're in that C wave. Well, will consist of five waves. So we had one, two, and then that powerful third wave that we had today. And it appears that it may have been complete at today's highs, which are 23,445 in the futures market. We are pulling back. It did go past the 100% marker. It did go past the 0.618 marker, but I'm going to leave room that we could get up closer to 23,576 before wave three is complete, and before we do a fourth wave. If not, then we're looking for the market probably to drop back. Here we can really put it up there. Let me just quickly just look at those fibs. And what we're looking at is the possibility 382 be 23,316. So 23,316 would be a 382, which is most common. So let me just set that up and get that. And I'll leave it there for everybody to see. And we're going to come down 382. I'll leave the 50%, not looking for it initially. The rally is pretty strong. I would not be looking for 23,276, but I'm going to leave it there for right now. So we come down in a 4, go back up in a 5, and then that'll be the C wave. Now, here, this would belong to this. So if it comes down and touches here, that's not valid anymore. We can run new ones from wave 1 up to wave 4, the bottom of wave 4. So we come up with wave 1, back over to wave 4 where it completes, and that'll give us the indications for wave 5. And so this would not be valid, but that's what I'd be looking for, up way up here. And so outside of that, I don't really have any changes. We did see, let's see, the Qs coming in at 567. That was up 7. So I'm sure that their call wall is going to remain at 570. We still have the things down below. They may have been dealt with because one was large gamma 2, and I think it was at 565. Again, also, we dealt with some levels here in the NDX. So we're going to wait to see what tomorrow may bring in terms of the reset on the gamma levels within the Qs and within the NDX and the NQ. Outside of that, risk on trades today, folks. They were selling the VIX and then buying the underlying. And today it was pretty heavy. And Apple and AMD, although AMD was down, but still pretty heavy trading in AMD. Other markets participating likely inside that risk on trade would have been Meta and Nvidia, and I believe also Tesla. Tesla had a pretty strong day as well. Regardless of why, it still had a pretty strong day, and there was a lot of volume within the options. So I'm going to kind of leave it right there. We are continuing to go up. I am expecting follow through. First, we may get it before this third wave is complete, come down in a 4, and then we get additional follow through to the upside. That's my upside target now. Again, still not necessarily looking for a move above that high, which is 23,845, since I'm counting this as 5. The only way I could do it is if I have to flip this over to an ABC, and this turns into an ABC going up, and then it could go to the irregular, and that's going to be about 24,000, I believe, comes in. 1.236 comes in about 24,000, I think. So if not, if it happens, I will be putting those levels out. But right now, not looking for it. And I think 2367, 23,671 area should hopefully contain the upside. And actually going to keep this short and sweet because it's just building on what I presented on the intraday update. If you're looking for some additional data about filling in anything and you haven't caught up on that intraday update, I would recommend taking the 10 minutes and going listen to that. It's the S&P and the NASDAQ combined. All right, next update will be tomorrow morning.